Hello, hello. God bless all those who have come to hear this message. Now, if you came here and you're like, what kind of weird setup is going on? I want to allow for as minimal distractions as possible as I share this powerful message that is here to be channeled into the souls of all who hear this. Now, this is a deep introspection on life, on philosophy, on what is about to happen in this coming year, 2024. Now, I don't know if you all have noticed, but a great spiritual awakening has been occurring over the past few years. You can look around at some of your friends, some of your family. They're beginning to behave quite strangely. They're beginning to meditate. They're beginning to go out in the sun and absorb energy from nature. They're beginning to talk about esoteric topics. They're beginning to speak in such a way that they know their truth and they know who they are. They speak with utter confidence. They speak with pure resonance. A new age is upon us. A new time is here. There has been much darkness in the world up to this point. And a lot of this darkness was due to the low frequency of the planet Earth. Now, consider human beings in a room. Consider a gathering of friends. The energy is high, the vibes are good, nothing can ruin the night. Everything plays out beautifully, and everyone goes home and talks about how beautiful the night was for weeks to come until the next event. Contrast this to another room, same apartment building, but it's a distressed couple who don't know how they're going to pay their bills. Both have figured out that both have been cheating on one another, and their rent is commingled. The energy in that room is low in comparison to the friendly room I spoke of earlier. Now, if we were to put a plant, a pet, another human being in each of these two environments to simply be there and simply absorb the energy of the room, what do you think the outcome would be? In which of these two rooms would a plant grow up strong, beautiful, and ready to continue to the next generation? And which of these two rooms would the plant die and wither as time went along? I'm sure you can answer that question for yourself. And such is the state of the world. When many on planet Earth are in a low vibrational frequency, it affects all. It affects the animals. It affects other human beings. It affects Mother Earth. It affects the entire frequency of the whole planet. Now, the reverse is also true. When the vibes are high on all of planet Earth, there is innovation, there's creation, there's love to the greatest extent, there is possibilities, there's general optimism in the air. But this is only such when the critical mass of high vibrational beings is high enough to tilt the earth into this frequency. Now, for many years, Earth has been experiencing the lower end of this frequency debacle, I should say. And now we're coming into a time where the tipping point is getting forever closer. Many are beginning to wake up and see the truth of what has been going on right beneath our noses. And I'm not only speaking about COVID. Oh, I don't even know if I can quote unquote say that word, but it's all good. I'm gonna say it, dog. I'm not talking about the radical movements that have been occurring that are very antithetical to nature. I'm talking about a mass undertaking that has been taking place for the past few years and now is reaching a more and more critical head. No longer will those that currently rule this establishment rule for much longer. Many ancient beings have been awakened to the truth and will take places of honor and will take places of leadership to lead Earth into this new glowing age that is slowly approaching. The things that used to work in the dark ages will slowly lose their luster and lose their power through time. And all of those things which are more high vibrational in nature will continue to reassert their dominance. There will be new role models. There will be new people. There will be new beings that people will come to follow and learn from. There will be a mass discontentment in the state of the planet, which I think you've already perceived. The way we do business, the way we exchange currency, many of these things will never be the same. Crypto, for example, this new decentralized form of finances is something like modern history, or the modern history they permit us to know about, has not been spoken of. We now have the capacity to gain enormous wealth and transfer it at a moment's notice, without any middlemen, without any gatekeepers, without any friction from other agendas. Such when there's a big innovation in the financial acumen of a society and the financial methodology of society, there is great change and great innovation. Let's look back on the invention of money itself. Before, most simply bartered items with one another, and there was no verifiable central way of exchanging value that everyone agreed on. And once it came into place, once currency came into place, people found that they can now execute commerce far easier, thus reaching greater and greater civilizations, greater size civilizations, and greater cooperation amongst human beings. But this form of currency had its downsides because it was controlled by a central entity, be it a nation, a bank, a government. And when this is the case, this government, this nation, The leaders will always seek to assert their dominance and their will, utilizing this currency that they create. He who holds the financial power is very much oftentimes he who holds the vibration and frequency of that financial power. And the current entities with the most financial power clearly possess dark spirits that have caused havoc and caused the entire frequency of the planet to fall to such a state where human beings savagely deceive one another in order to win in the game of survival. This is not the way of New Earth. New Earth will be a society of collaboration and community with people expressing their gifts as if they were trees and their gifts were fruits of this tree. The harvest will be plentiful. There will be time for rest if necessary. And the community will thrive. Those that enter with the state to take from others, those that try to carry on the ways of being greedy, those who have tried to win by not offering service, rather deception, will be thoroughly handled. This new world will be based on energy, on frequency, which has always been the true currency. Those who live in a pure frequency will experience a pure existence. And those who live in a tainted frequency live a tainted existence, such as it is and such as it always has been. Now, I can't sit here and say I've been an angel all my life. This current incarnation in which my soul that inhabits this flesh has definitely gone against the principles of the universe at points of time in the past. But I say to you, my friends, and all who listen, it is a new age. Our DNA has been transformed. Our light within has been elevated. And when we reach these states, there's no going backwards, only forwards into continuous blooming and evolution. As our souls go through this new time of freedom, of love, of community, of connection, of innovation, of tremendous thrival. Remember, my friend, remember that all we need you to do is be the best possible you. Thank you.